Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, September 5th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. We got Google's monopoly remedies ruling. We got Google FastSearch and more from those documents from the courts. Apple Search is coming back again with world knowledge answers and much, much more. So definitely stay tuned. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, Bruce Clay. Bruce Clay is one of the founding fathers of the SEO space, doing SEO since 1996. Bruce Clay is big into SEO training, so check them out at seotraining.com. Also, they have a newish AI writing tool called prewriter.ai, so definitely check them out at prewriter.ai. And of course, check out Bruce Clay's website at bruceclay.com. Thank you so much, Bruce, for sponsoring. Deeply appreciate it. Okay, so first up, the big news this week is that Google will not be broken up. The monopoly remedies ruling from Judge Mehta is out, and it was out a few days ago, and Judge Mehta ruled that Google won't be broken up. Chrome, Android, ads, search, it's all staying with Google. Google's keeping on to all their features, all their tools, all their services. Nothing is going to be broken up from Google. Google is expected to be disallowed from making exclusive search partnership deals. Like they can't just say we're the exclusive partner of you. So that's out of the window, but it's based on some qualified something or another. So it's a little bit sketchy on that. And also it talks about how Google will have to share their search data with certain types of providers. Unclear, Google's going to fight back on that. And the only one thing that they're not happy about sharing their search data, but everything they're really, really happy about. Of course, this is shocking to most of us. We all thought that something at Google would be broken up, that maybe Chrome would be separated and be on the market to be sold. But according to this, no, Google won't be broken up. And they'll only have to share some of their search data with some of their competitors, maybe, if that goes through. So we'll see. This is a big ruling, and it does set the stage for a lot of IT providers in the future, not just Google. And that's that. And also, we learned from that, there was a bunch of different documents that came out. Of course, I think these documents are out before. Maybe we missed them, not sure. But Maria Haynes noticed a bunch of cool stuff in her coverage of these documents, and one was called FastSearch. And this is not FastSearch from the early 2000s, a search engine named FastSearch. This is Google using something called internally, a technology called FastSearch. And FastSearch is basically, as it says, a faster way to search, a faster way to return results. And Google said this is used for Gemini grounding, meaning AI overviews, AI answers, to ground that stuff to make sure it's accurate enough. It's not, the quality of the search results using FastSearch are not as good as normal Google search because it's a little bit faster and doesn't do enough. But it's good enough for grounding, Google said. So this is a nice find there. If you ever hear this FastSearch, is in the documents. I have more information about that there. Also in the court documents, there talks about Google search user interactions, user data, and Chrome data, using this stuff to go ahead and kind of make the search results better for you as well as everybody else. Again, we covered a lot of this with the Department of Justice and the overall search leaks and also all that other stuff. So keep that in mind. There's lots of stuff around that. And there's also lots of stuff around Google Search Index, how it's mapped out and so forth, PageRank, spam scores, glue, and other things. Again, a lot of this stuff was out in the Department of Justice, but some new tidbits may have been found in these new released court documents. John Mueller reiterated from Google that Google updates are completely independent of crawl changes. So if you notice like a crawl change, spike, decline, it has nothing to do with Google algorithm updates. He said, no, bigger updates are independent of short-term crawling changes. So if you notice short-term changes, it has nothing to do with crawl updates, or Google updates, Google algorithm updates. Danny Sullivan, the former search liaison, spoke at WordCamp. He talked about how and why Google keeps evolving. Interesting talk, definitely take a look at that. And one thing he said there was that SEO, GEO, AI SEO, et cetera, good SEO is good for all of those types of things. So you really don't need to do anything more, create great content for people, and that will work for all search, including AI search. And then he went into the Q&A section. In the Q&A section, somebody went off on him about how are you going to compensate me for AI search, sending me a lower click-through rate, not less traffic, because the person's like, I'm getting more traffic from you with AI search, but I'm having a less of a click-through rate, so compensate me. And Danny's like, well, you're getting more traffic. Whatever, interesting conversation. I'll definitely take a look at that. I also posted the Google Webmaster report for September 2025. If you were off on vacation at all in the past month, it's really a great place to catch up on the big search news. Of course, we had the Google spam update, the August 2025 spam update, a lot of volatility, AI mode expands, and all this other stuff. So definitely take a look at that if you want to catch up quickly on what happened over the past month. And then there was a report from Bloomberg that Apple Intelligence, Siri, Apple Search is coming back in 2026, early 2026, maybe March 2026, with something called World Knowledge Answers. Supposedly they're going to be partnering with Google using Gemini or helping with Gemini, using Gemini to make their new search features better. But right now, Siri has been pretty embarrassing. Apple Intelligence has been pretty embarrassing. And this is Apple's big take on what's going to happen in the future, probably in a future iOS 26 release sometime around March, according to this Bloomberg report. So we'll see what happens with that. And then Google updated their AI mode models for improvements with STEM queries. So this is specifically for school. Robbie Stein from Google said, we're seeing big improvements for complex STEM queries, and we're very excited about this AI mode update. It's great for back to school, he added. And a bunch of other people from Google commented in about this, including Nick Fox and Serini. So definitely take a look at that. AI mode supposedly got better for school-related queries. And then Google seems to be testing an AI overview that looks a lot like knowledge panels. We saw something like this before. This looks a little bit different. This was spotted by Brody Clark at Surfs Alert. And you can see here, it doesn't have a label that says AI overview, and it looks like an AI overview, but it also looks like a knowledge panel. So what is it? And again, maybe this is Google blending more of the AI overviews with knowledge panel in the search results. Google also is testing in AI mode a compare button where you can actually select different products or local listings that Google AI mode came up with and say, just compare these two out of the 5 or 6 that may have been provided. This is spotted by also Brody Clark at Surfs Alert. Nice find there. Google has updated the Google Business Profile links, policies, and guidelines. There's a lot of new sections in there. This is spotted by Hirikio Imai, who basically noticed that Google's doubled the content in that links, guidelines, and policies section in Google Business Profiles. There's a whole new section around link verification and how Google checks links and so forth. There's a section around dedicated landing pages, around direct action competition, and a bunch of other things around link crawlability and so forth. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of cool features and things in there. So if you are doing Google Business Profiles, definitely read that document. A lot of stuff has been open there. Also on the local side, for Google Hotel Center, Google Hotel Center will start cracking down on pricing accuracy. So if you submit a feed to Google Hotel Center with one price, and the actual price when you click through from Google to your website to make a reservation on a hotel or to book a hotel reservation is different, Google is going to crack down on you. They're ready to do this with product results, Google Shopping and so forth, where if you're showing one price in the feed that you're giving Google and it's a different price on your website, they will go ahead and basically remove the listing or maybe even suspend you. But this is going to happen also on hotel listings starting up September 22nd, 2025. Google said we will start removing inaccurate prices from being shown on Google for both ads and free booking listings. This is spotted by Luke Pennycat. Nice find there. Google also on the ad side is testing or released checkboxes to filter your campaigns. This will make it easier to select multiple campaigns, filter that information by just those campaigns, that reporting by just those campaigns, as well as make quick changes by those campaigns. This is spotted by Tom XSL. This is a big advantage for people who manage multiple campaigns and will hopefully speed things up for you. Also, on the ad side, Mike Ryan noticed that when you activate AI Max, it seems to be expansionary, he says, on the SPN, on the Search Partner Network, where the volume of inventory and results that are shown that you're targeting for your ads are showing more so on the Search Partner Network when using AI Max and other campaign types. And that's what Mike Ryan said. He said it's very disturbing. Ginny Marvin responded saying, AI Max for search is not designed to do that. It's not designed, she said, to more aggressively go after SPN inventory than broad match. So she wants to look at a specific example and so forth, but Mike Ryan is saying this, and Google says no. And then on the ad side also, you can now use Google Maps search to figure out your location assets. So if you want to target certain types of Google ads based on locations, you use Google Maps and search for a specific business, and it will bring up that location. You can actually target those specific locations. This is spotted by PPC Greg, who actually used an example, and he basically said, new easier way to add location assets extensions to your Google Ads campaigns. You can now search and select your business using Google Maps. Pretty cool feature there. And then on the final thing for Google Ads is that their Google Ads API releases will now happen monthly in 2026. This is a big update where they used to do several updates over the years. Now they're going to do one update per month in 2026. Most of those updates will be minor, but there'll be 3 to 4 major releases in 2026 for the Google Ads API. Google said they did this because they want to make sure to release more updates more often because people, their customers, their users like more frequent updates. And then Bing on the side is Bing is testing in the floating Copilot search box keyword suggestions. So if you get a Copilot box and you're not sure what to do with it, Bing's like, here, just click here and we'll go ahead and do a search so you can actually get more queries and so forth. And then Bing is also testing expanding like related searches. So when you mouse over a related search box, it actually expands to show you more related search box. Now, both were spotted by Sasha Patel. The last one also was spotted by Kishul. Nice find there. And then sad news, sad to report that Alan Bleiweiss, a very, very close friend to almost everybody in the search, in the SEO industry, lost his life back on August 22nd due to ongoing heart condition. He deeply cared about the industry, deeply cared about the people within the industry, and he gave so much time and effort to those people in the industry. It's super sad to report this. Hope he's resting in peace. And to all those who are grieving, there's a whole community out there for you. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Everyone have a great, safe, healthy weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Goodbye.